he's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill his beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke, don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes, we the ones Chris Webber calling time out. Around and find out, find out. Around and find out, find out. Around and find out.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Shorty gon' holler out. He's so good. She like, he's so good. She like, he's so good to me. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror, and I thank God.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. Mike Tirico, Greg Olds are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And off we go from Ford Field. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
70 Lions. Go check. Mustang 19. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll throw to get this one started. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Throw over the middle, caught by London. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
19 tight.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete. Noah Fant was the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Saints will punt this one away. This one, fielded out beyond the 25. Oh, how about that hit? He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hey, 76! 76! What?
Once again, it's Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Whirl it, whirl it.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. This one from 47 yards out. Bates' kick is good. The Lions are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Field goal to open up the scoring. The kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return is Trey Palmer. Very good field position to start as the return is passed before.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Here we go, set. 60 by 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cougar 19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Second and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, Certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
White 20. What's up?
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. First and second down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a third and long. We'll see if they try something else.
Hey, 5.
Goff in the pistol. He gets this complete to his rookie fourth-round pick.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
A few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Hey, man, front. Hey.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 35, here's second and 8.
Ready?
London brought in motion. Out of the gun, he'll throw in trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. He'll drop to throw. He gets that to his big target fast. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good for the Saints. First down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Saints first down.
Throwing now on first and 10. Left side in the hands of London. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 3. Now give on the ground. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New Orleans.
Shaheed in motion. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. As they've got it with 1st and 10.
Tag! 70 Timberwolves. Crouch on 80. 70 Lions. 70 Timberwolves.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake filled first half continues.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal.
Olave is the motion man. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Down the right sideline to the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 30 yards.
Here we go. Viking 18. Ready.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Panther 60.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. They'll look to throw. That's caught. Trey Palmer. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. He pulls it in around the 5. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
The Saints now going to try a field goal here. This about as short as you can get. His kick is good. And the Saints will tie the game at 3-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard mark.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
17. Listen. We go tonight.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. He plunges forward for a couple of yards with just a Justin Reed up from the safety spot to make the stop.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Tonight, Oklahoma, do up.
Here's Goff. He'll swing this out to Montgomery. And he couldn't get free along the sideline. He's out of bounds, no gain, and it sets up 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. On the return is Gould. And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get out past the 40-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
Two. 19, 18, Radley, 18, Radley.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
And he just does kick that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Ready up.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10.
Cougar 19, Buffalo 18. Ready.
Back to throw. There's the big tight end back, and he will go all the way. Noah Fant, touchdown New Orleans. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. Look at him go! And he will score! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. First touchdown of the game for the NFL's leader in rushing TD. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Lions will tie things up. It's now 10-10. after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Palmer now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready? 60, Bronco leading. Hey, smash Bronco.
Drive will start on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Two minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment.
Come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but, Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside, because those are the ones that ended up going the other direction.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete. Great run towards the intended receiver there. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. Here's Ryan Wright now, as he is on to punt for New Orleans. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. Pistol, here comes Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Detroit.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. And that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
On first and 10, here's God. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Here's Gibbs. Now they're in business. Inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
They hand it to Gibbs. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8. The Lions call their first timeout. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime. It's 3rd and 4.
White 20. What's that?
Goff with the give to Montgomery. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
180. Super.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 6. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. Cub 19. Cub 19.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready? 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Rams all 80.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
70 Timberwolves. First down. Let's go. 70 Lions. Ready?
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Long on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down. What a hit. The Saints lining up in punt formation as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over. first down. It's gone. That's gone. It's Isaac to Slaw. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
Goff to throw. He'll look underneath here for Montgomery. And they bring him down, but not really crosses midfield.
Gain of 14 yards.
A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Detroit.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
27-yard line.
Set to go now on first and 10.
White 20.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Izzy.
It's not often like that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. The right side to Olave. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 2. The tight end Fant in motion. They'll run on second down. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. Third and short, we think this ball's expected to come out quick. But when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On the toss, they'll run. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
The tight end Fant in motion. Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Back to the air again on second and 10. That's caught. Right side. It's London. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
7 brings up 3rd and 3.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Left side into the hands of Olave.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Back to the air one more time. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Olave is the motion man. They'll look to throw again. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
First down, New Orleans.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Olave is the motion man. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
The 16-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Second down, they need 3.
Here we go. Set. Viking 18. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Trap 60. Trap 60. Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Saints.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On to the 4th quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Value 3. Value 3.
Goff in the pistol. Now pass deep for St. Brown. And this will be incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll be 3rd down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. Chase Young, he's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up fourth down. Here's the Lions punt team now. They forced a punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. A nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, break. Big line, 70.
London brought in motion. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Let's go now. 19 Wyatt. Press roll 80. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, New Orleans.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He takes off. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 9. The tight end, Fant, in motion. Now this time, he'll set up to throw. That's complete on the tight end screen. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Ready.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Cowboy 80.
He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. The receiver didn't have much time to get himself open. The incompletion brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch from contact. We got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Olave is the motion man.
Buffalo 18.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. The offense is out there, 4th and inches.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll drop to throw. They're called in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Noah Fant. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's hot downfield by Tesla. That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Go Brown.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He's going to air this one out, and he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, Nick, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that is incomplete. Isaac Tesla was the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really in the fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And you wouldn't know that he was a defensive player based on that catch and run. I mean, that was a fantastic play by him to save some points while also giving your team great starting field position on their next drive.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Here's a toss to the right for Kamara. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Here we go, shot. 70 Timberwolves.
The tight end Fant in motion. A run now on 2nd down. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
This one all but over. Here's 3rd down.
70, Cowboy 80, 18 Cardinal, 18
The tight end Fant in motion. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Take that pain, pass it down like photos on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you cannot run what's running through your veins.